few years ago, I made a video on repaints retools I wish would happen, and today I'm doing it again with even more repaints and retools I wish would happen. And we're a better place to start this list off than with all the Nimbus Prime repaints that haven't happened yet. There are about 5 Prime modes that haven't gotten the Nimbus repaint yet, which are Earthrise, G1 Toy, SS86, Devastation, and Big Convoy, which is surprising to me, as Hasbro normally tries to recoup the costs for making the modes in the first place is by pushing out the repaints as soon as possible, like with Leo Prime and his Nimbus Prime repaint, as that came out not long after the standard release, and I hope they do that again with Big Convoy, as especially since Big Convoy is far more popular, at least in the West, as being one of the first Nimbus Primes, and even being the first Nimbus Prime to bear the name Nimbus Prime, unlike 2001 where they didn't go for the most obvious name for some reason. In a similar vein, Devastation Nimbus Prime, as instead of doing that repaint, they did a simplification of the development process by having a free pack of the same mold done up and the 3 different stages of development process of a toy. Again, personally I think that's really cool, but at the same time I would have preferred the Nimbus Prime repaint over that free pack. Same thing with the G1 Toy Optimus, both the mainline articulated version and the G1 mold. Yes, the original did get a black repaint, but that wasn't Nemesis, that was just Optimus done up in a pure black with his normal stickering. The missing link version of Optimus did get his Nimbus Prime repaint, and I think the mainline versions should also get them too, since they're more accessible and affordable. Lastly for the segment, as of making of this video, the SS86 Optimus Prime mode is getting retooled at the battle damage Final Battle Optimus without his trailer and with a few accessories, and of course the battle damage. And I hope that means that if they do the Nimbus Prime repaint, that they'll just use the clean version of Optimus and keep it with just the cardboard without the trailer. Especially that's how I would like the Nimbus Prime repaint of that toy to be released. Moving on to number 2 now. Let's take with the Optimus Prime mode, G1 Universe Ultra Magnus with armor. Mr. Link is giving us a fully updated version of G1 Ultra Magnus, so I would be surprised if they were also making a mainline counterpart to that toy. Especially since this is an anniversary year for the G1 movie, so it gives them even more of an incentive to release a mainline version of Mr. Link Magnus. And a recent fallback they did, there was the white cap Optimus repaint, so I wouldn't be surprised if they used that mold and modified it slightly in order to accommodate the fully articulated trailer. And I also hope that they also do the Delta Magnus colors too, if they were to do this. Until number 3, and still sticking with a Prime mold, with Leo Prime getting repainted into Gamma Convoy. Leo Prime's little toy got a price figure exclusive repaint that gave him the color scheme of his rival, Beast Wars 2 Galvatron, which would be used as an evil clone for Leo Prime and the Beast Wars Uprising story, and this is also where the name Gamma Convoy comes from. Plus, I just think it's just a very cool color scheme, and I would very much like to see his modern toy get the color scheme. Finally, moving away from a Prime mode with number 4, with Chase as Barricade. It's a full repaint retool I'm surprised they haven't done yet, as this mode has the familiar silhouette of 07 Barricade, while also making him fit into the tradition's art style. From an outsider's perspective, all they really need to do is change the front of the car and the head to make a decent Barricade toy. However, there, number 5 was Skyquake's repaints. While we got his respective repaint of his brother Prime Jetwing, but what I was waiting for was his G1 repaint alongside King Atlas and Missing Starscream, but those repaints never came out, but I'm surprised that Hasbro left these repaints on the table. As I have said before, Hasbro normally tries to get all the users out of a mode as they can to recreate the cards or make it in the first place. So what are they waiting for? New Cyberjets to be made? We are sticking with Seekers with number 6, with a modest Starscream's repaints. Same with Skyquake. Hasbro normally pumps out Seekers like there's no tomorrow, but I guess the Duo Seekers took priority, as only a modern Firecracker ever got released, and even then he was a Japanese exclusive release, and so far there's been no sign of a modern Skywarp or Ramjet ever getting released. Another quick one at number 7, with Marauder Prowl being done up in his G1 color scheme and given his samurai armor, as outside of the Korea retool, I'm surprised that we never got the G1 color scheme for Prowl, especially since that would fit the helmet better personally, alongside a retool of the base toy to give him his samurai armor and sidecar. Returning to Truck Transformers with number 8, Studio Series 86 Delta. For a while, Hasbro has released the Delta versions of the Autobots as repaints, and while the Robot Cybertron Trilogy Magnus did get the Delta repaint as his Santa Claus version in the Santa Claus line, with a removable head swapped between Santa Claus Magnus and Delta Magnus. But there's also that test shot for the G1 movie, where Autobots was so using the Delta Magnus color scheme. So I think that test shot is enough to include this color scheme in the Studio Series 86 line, even if they call it something different, like Test Colors Magnus. nearly there at number 9 with Primer Prime as G1 Signal Prime. For years now, I've always wanted an official toy of the original Signal Prime design, even if it had to be an action figure like Red or a Panther figure like Loki's. But I think Primer's new mold is perfect for G1 Signal. The old mold has a similar silhouette. Yes, the old mold isn't exactly one-to-one, but I think it's close enough for this V2 repaint to work. Finally at number 10, with Studio Series Breakfast Cactus in the G1 colours. Another straightforward one for the last one of the video, but at the same time, it's one I mentioned before. But this would be a good way to re-release would be typically one and done used molds. Hasbro could even technically sell these under the Game Edition subline, as the first two Beerus games did give some characters in their G1 colours as unlockable skins. Plus, the original Beerus trilogy toy lines did often give Optimus, Ironhide, Ratchet, Jazz, and Starscream in the G1 colours, alongside repainting Starscream into all of the G1 Seekers. With that, we're at the end of this video. What do you think of my choices, and what repaints, retools would you like to see that haven't happened yet? But in any event, thank you for watching.